What's up, guys? How are you? I'm back driving with my lady love, which I will not put on camera, so none of you damn fucking pricks try to be funny and do dumbass memes because you're ignorant and immature. But anyway, enough of that. I'm going to give a quick thought on what's going on with the Games with Gold, fiasco that everybody tries to make every month or every time it's a month with, games that they feel are not of value, even though it's free. So basically, the new Games with Gold has games like Earth Defense Force, Comic Jumper, some type of new indie game that we really haven't seen that's, I think, priced at like $20, and something else for Xbox One, which I don't remember the title, but it's not the strongest of months. But I'm going to be real honest with you guys. Shout outs to 100. I saw him do a video about it as well, giving his thoughts. Xbox Live Gold, when you pay for it, getting free games every month is one of the perks that you get with it, yes. But people fail to forget it. It's not like PlayStation when they give you the free games on PlayStation. You keep none of them. They're all rentals. On the Xbox side, you actually keep the 360 games. They're yours. You don't need Xbox Live. You do keep, the only ones that are like glorified rentals are the Xbox One games, obviously. But at the same time, I'm like, Comic Jumper alone by Twisted Pixel is worth the admission if you're paying monthly for gold, which would be $5 a month. That game alone is worth it, and they're giving it to you for free. And it's a $15 game at a normal rate when you go buy it. And it is backwards compatible. So for me, I don't understand how these people come out here and say things like that and complain about it. And I'm not talking about everyone, obviously. But some people talk about it and they give valid points, and I understand where they're coming from. But we got to look at things from both sides of the fence, or the glass, so to speak. Because Xbox not only does that for us, they're also entering every month big game titles onto Game Pass that they have to kind of juggle and fluctuate both ends now, because they have to make sure that the Game Pass games that they enter there are big and good enough to keep making Game Pass a valuable option and have more value to it every time they add it, new games to it, like they do with Netflix. And also, they have to make sure that they balance out what games they get off for free. And I think what they're doing is they're giving us the stronger games that they're giving us are the 360 ones, because those are older and those are the ones that are a little bit kind of harder to sell to people at the price that they still are. Like Comic Jumper being $15. For a lot of people, that's not a nice pill to swallow because it's an old game, a very old game. Sorry guys, just a little bit of coffee. But it is worth every penny. But that's if you actually sat down and played the game. I played the game. I beat the game. And shout out to all my brothers out there that played it. But it almost makes me wonder how much fraudulent people in the community of Xbox really are. Because if you actually have played the game, you'll realize, no, that's a good value. That is a good game and a good value. For the fact that, it is a very good game, a very high quality, arcade indie game. And when you say things like, "Oh, it's no value there," it's like, what? What are you talking about? Earth Defense Force is also a decent game, not a great game. It's decent, and you're getting it free. They just made a sequel for PlayStation 4 that never even came to Xbox. And yes, it has a little bit better graphics, but it's still the same style of game and gameplay. And they're selling it for like $50. And you gotta buy it. While on Xbox, they're giving you the ability to play and own the older one, but it's free. And if you try to buy it through Amazon or through eBay or even GameStop, that game for $360 is still expensive. it's still like 25, maybe $20, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm talking about new. I think it's a little cheaper open, but it's still kind of high in value. So Earth Defense Force and Comic Jumper alone is worth the free admission that you're getting, because they're free anyway. And then the other two, obviously, you're not going to know the value of them because they're newer indie games that came out for Xbox One. So until you don't play them, you don't know if they're actually any good. So that's what makes it a little bit even worse and a little bit more immature, if you ask me, in the part of the Xbox community and as far as your responsibility goes. Because if you haven't played the game, just because it looks corny and just because because it's an independent arcade title and the Xbox One, because remember, they're both in the same bracket, the arcade and the independent stuff. That doesn't mean the game's going to be bad or corny. You actually play it, and when you find out if it's good or not, if it's even worth it, before you say that it's a garbage month or that it's a garbage game. And again, they're all free, but you keep two of those for real. You don't need Xbox Live Gold. It's not a glorified rental. I can't stress that enough. Not to also mention that on top of that, every month we get 4 batches of Xbox backwards compact games most months. Like we just got Ninja Gaiden 2 and Splinter Cell. 6 games enhanced. And 1 new one, which was the Ninja Gaiden 2. And now today, I think Larry Herb announced Trials HD, which is a pretty dope game. It's fun. And Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, which a lot of people don't like it, even though it's not a bad game, because they just made it a lot more simplified for the people that had a hard time with the original stuff, because Ninja Gaiden is a very hard game to master. And some people just can't get used to it with certain types of games. They can't get used to it. So it just makes it difficult for them. So I understood where they came from, but it also had a hard mode added and a mode with more weapons added, because it was originally only 1 weapon, which was the sword. And with this mode, they added all the other weapons, which is good. I think it's a great thing anyway, regardless. I can't wait. I would love to stream it to see how, because I never got to play the second version, the Razor's Edge, which is like a director's cut. So like I was saying, so for me, and for most of us, we should be more adult about this games with gold stuff. Because, again, we get backwards compat free. We get 4K enhancements for free. We get new games on Game Pass almost every week now, or every other week, or every 2 weeks. Plus games with gold, which we actually get to keep the 360 stuff, which is 2 games, which is an equivalent of 8 games every month. Right? Or every 4 months or whatever. For the whole year, you figure it's 12 games. You get you get the 2 for 360. So it's 24 games. You're telling me that 24 games not worth the admission of Xbox Live? 24 games is way more than 50, 40, or maybe even, $30 if you're lucky through CD keys that we pay for Xbox Live. Because we never pay the full amount that we did the first time. That's a lie. None of us do. Especially when you've been a long-time member, because you always get, even through Xbox, offered discounts and like deals. They're doing, again, the $1 for 2 months, I think, of gold. Okay? For 2 months. So, that, we got to stop doing that. As a community, we have to stop doing that. We have to stop always trying to find the negative in everything that Xbox does, when what they do, they don't have to do, like 100 said. They don't have to do it. Because we're really paying for the security, for that second step authentication, and for the high quality online service, like the dedicated servers that Xbox games do use, and it's open to the public, to everybody else, but anybody else doesn't use it, like, let's say the multiplats, they do not use it by choice. So they can justify charging you the $60 for their games running on their shitty ass servers, like the 2K series or the Madden series, to give you an example. That is why they do that. Okay? So it's not Xbox's fault that these people choose not to use the dedicated servers. They're free for everybody. Just like it's not their fault that people choose not to do enhancements, okay, of 4K on certain games, even though it's there and available with DX. And I'm talking about games that came out now as well. Okay, like the people from The Witcher did, that they took advantage, and other people that come to mind. That's not their fault. That's not their obligation to force anybody to do that. So we need to stop doing this because we're acting like ungrateful ingrates. And if you don't like it, what I'm saying, that's too bad. That's just the facts. We're adults. You see this? I got white hairs all over my face. I'm not a baby. I'm an adult. So it's my job to act like one. We can have fun and be silly. That's nothing wrong with that. But there's certain things that just makes us look really bad. And nobody wants to point it out. And everybody wants to act like, oh yeah, it's justified. No, it isn't. It's not justified. We pay for Xbox Live, but we get what we pay for in a lot of different aspects and parts and components. Like I said, like getting those free enhancements, free backwards compat, the free games, and also, you know, the Xbox Game Pass, that although we have to pay for it, adding more and more brand new games with the exclusives on a monthly basis. You're not getting that on PlayStation. You're not getting that on Nintendo Switch. It's an unarguable matter. So nobody can even compare it. If you try, you're a moron, period. So anyway, shout outs to you guys. I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on that because it's really irritating and annoying to see day in, day out, day in, day out. You know, it almost makes me feel like I have to be the grandfather of this damn community and always come and talk to you guys with some sense because y'all act really, really ignorant. And it's annoying already. I don't want to be part of a community like that. I really don't. So I stay away far from people because I really can't deal with that. So shout out to 100, Intro Media Gaming, 108 Dragons, D-Rock, Dorian, my boy, New Legal, obviously, a.k.a. Ghost Rider, Master Chief, to people like Merc, J-Long908, Tuck Master, The Welch Gamer, all you guys that you know you rock out with me on a daily, Elite Gaming Guru, Judge Zilla, you know, the awesome dude, you know, Andy McKee, Microbox of X, my boys over there at the Micropod, that we should be coming back soon as well. And, you know, just, you know, let's make the best of it, guys. E3's around the corner. We have a lot to be looking forward to, a lot to be looking forward to celebrating instead of just trying to be doom and gloom about every goddamn thing that we see on a daily with Xbox, even though it's really a positive thing and we try to make it into a negative thing. That's not a good thing. And again, I'm addressing the people that do and complain in an ignorant way. If it doesn't apply to you, believe me, I'm not talking about you. And you guys know who you are. You know, you can talk about it and have your rights to complain, it's fine. But there's a way how you do things. If you do it ignorantly, I'm going to think of you in an ignorant way. If you do it in a coherent and intelligent way with some kind of thought process, then obviously I'm going to have some form of respect to what you're saying because you're making sense and talking with some logic. Xbox for life, like a sickness that can't be cured. That's my saying. That's my slogan. Don't get triggered, people. It's just gaming. Let's all have fun. This is what it's all about. That's the whole point of this video. Let's make the best we can with what we're getting and start concentrating on the good instead of the bad. Positivity is what's going to make Xbox and gaming in general as a whole all better for everyone. Love you guys. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think about what I said. You know, leave a like, leave a dislike, share it with someone you think might enjoy this video. And like I always tell you guys, if you want to help out my channel, feel free. It'll greatly appreciate it. You don't have to, and I know you don't, but if you do, you become part of my family because it means the world to me. So I have my PayPal account down in the description, and you can do any type of donations. You guys know I'm not Patreon. I don't have any advertisements advertising me. I have a low subscriber base, and I don't have no kind of sponsors. So everything I do is out of pocket and the help of my boys. That's it. I've told you this, guys, all the time. So if you want my channel to get better, where I can get more content, have better camera, better lighting, you know, things like that, I'll be more than happy to apply it, especially if I get your help. Thank you guys. See you soon. Peace. Love you. Bye bye.